Hey guys, my name is Nori and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to try to film as many videos as possible because your girl is behind. Your girl has been slacking and it's because of the holidays. I'm really big with the holidays, and not just, you know, I love Christmas because I've become a bit of a Grinch on that. It's just I like to spend time with my family, so all my filming and stuff has fallen behind. Can you relate? Yes? Okay. So if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, this is going to be January's TBR cookie jar. Now the TBR cookie jar has been working fantastic for me because that means I get to focus on all of my backlist titles. So maybe one day I will have my TBR down to less than 30. I don't know if we'll get to that because you know you girl love to buy books, but we shall see. So I'm going to put the timestamp on whether to skip all of this, but I'm going to do it fairly quickly to see if I'm going to keep the books that I read the previous month and if I will be giving it away, quick synopsis and stars. But yeah, I will put the flashing timestamp to see when we actually start the TBR cookie jar journey, and I will see you in the next clip. The first book that I picked out for the month of December, it was Queen of Hearts. I don't even know if this was the first book. Don't mind me. So this book I picked out in December, and it's by Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. I actually did read this, just recently finished this, and if you didn't know, I am a sucker for Alice in Wonderland retelling. So this is a retelling about the queen and why she's so evil. So this book was a pleasant surprise. I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I will be continuing on with the series, but your girl likes to hope. So I won't be getting rid of this, not yet, so we'll see. Next one that I started and I never finished, it is Nocturna by Maya Matain. I hope I said that right, or Motain, no sé. But I started this and I have not finished this, and it is a YA Latinx inspired fantasy about a shapeshifter and I believe about a prince, and they get together and do some chaos. So it is a chunker, but I believe we still have like 2-3 days left in the month, so hopefully you'll be seeing this book in the wrap up. I have not finished it, but I did start it. Next book that I totally did not pick up, but it is fine. It is I Hate Everyone But You by Gabby Dunn and Allison Raskin. This is a book that is told in emails and text messages, so I have not picked it up, but I'm pretty sure I can finish this in less than a day. So I still have hopes that you'll see it in my wrap-up. A book that I actually did finish, it was When Dimple Met Rishi by Sanya Menon. Y'all, I can't believe I waited this long to pick up this book because I had such a great time. So I'm super excited because the series just continue in like the same world, and all the spines, I believe there's a blue one and then there's a purple one, and I don't know if she was going to continue with the series, but now I get to collect all of these covers because I actually enjoyed this book, and I'm definitely going to be keeping this. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. If I have not said it already, your girl's lost in the sauce. Alright, the book that I started and I have not finished it. I believe I have less than 100 pages left, so you're definitely going to see this in my wrap up, and it is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. Way to go, Nori. So this book, I was kind of nervous. Can you tell I'm obsessed with this cover? I was super nervous because a lot of people do not like this book, and then a lot of people don't like this book, but then some who read it love it. So I don't know what spectrum I was gonna fall, and obviously I have not finished the book, but I've read enough to say that this book is weird, and I think that's the reason why people don't like it. It's because it feels like 3 stories in one, and I don't know, it's just a lot happens, and then you feel like you're transferring onto one story and then you're going on to the next, and then the ending comes, which obviously I have not read, but it almost feels kind of choppy, like Alice in Wonderland, trippy, nothing makes sense. This book feels like it, but it is very atmospheric, and the stories, like the grandma, and the stories that the grandma wrote, you kind of get a slice into them, and I think that's definitely one of my favorite parts of this book, because they're like grimdark fairy tale retellings, but it feels like that, but it's not really a fairy tale retelling. It's just a dark fairy tale where nobody gets a happy ending, and you kind of get snippets of the grandma's book in here, and those stories are fabulous. So as of right now, this book is sitting at a 3.5, 4 stars, but we shall see what the ending does. And last book that I did not finish, but again, it's a manga. I will finish it. Actually, I want to kind of get finished by today. So if you follow me on Goodreads, you're definitely going to see this going up. But this is the 7 Deadly Sins of Volume 1. I already talked about this. I freaking love the TV show. And I've started it, and I did not finish it because holidays are super hard to read when you have a lot of family. So, yeah. Alright, and I have another poetry book that I started, and now I don't know where I put it. So, there's that. So, I've made good progress on my December TBR. Yes, your girl's reading all of my backlist titles. I'm excited. Continuing on with the video, y'all already know I'm going to pick out 6 books, and if it's a lot of manga and graphic novels, then I will pick out some more. And the first pick that we are going to be doing, it is, oh, okay, there it is, Green Lantern Volume 1. You see, now I'm going to pick out a lot of graphic novels, and then your girl's going to be screwed reading 8 books this month. We shall see. Where's it at? So, Green Lantern Volume 1, I actually have a comic book store that it is near me, so, I get to see what is on sale and what is not, and this one was definitely on sale. So yeah, I see that the light is changing every time I hold the book up, so I'm going to try not to move it so that the light stays consistent. So this is Green Lantern Volume 1. This is part of the New 52, and I'm excited to read it because if you can see, well obviously you can't see if I don't put it up there. They're fighting over some stones, and obviously, you know, Infinity Gauntlet in Marvel is somewhat similar to what goes on in the story, so I'm kind of intrigued to see what happens. Alright y'all, so we got our first graphic novel, and my hand almost got stuck. Next one, it is, I hope I'm okay. Ooh, this is Reboot. This is, I put number 1 because I have 1 and 2. I believe this is a duology. And I got it a long time ago and I never picked it up. All I know is that this is a dystopian and it's actually behind me. I don't know if it's the blue or the red one. That's the first one. So this is a Reboot by Amy Tendera. And all I know is this dystopian. So I'll read the back for you. It says, 5 years ago, when Connolly died after 178 minutes, she came back as a reboot. Stronger, faster, able to heal, but also less emotional. The longer reboots are under, the less human they are when they return, making Ren 178 the deadliest reboot in the Republic of Texas. Ooh. Now 17 years old, her favorite part of her job is training new reboots. But when Callum falls short of the reboot standard, Ren is told to eliminate him, but the perfect soldier is done taking orders. Oh snap! Okay, this is a 7-year-old book, but that synopsis sounded so good. Alright, picking out our third book. I love doing this TBR because, as you can see, you know, I never know what to read, so this kind of gives me like multiple options, plus bringing down the TBR. And the next book, it is, I hope that is folk. Ooh, classical mythology. I was actually staring at this a couple days ago because I wanted to read Circe, and I was like, you know what, I need a refresher on Greek mythology. And I used to love it as a kid, and I've fallen off of that thing. But here we are, y'all. This book is thick. Let's see if it's like, yeah, It's short stories, and it gives you pictures as well. But yeah, I'm excited to get back to one of my favorite childhood things, which is Greek mythology. And I was definitely planning to read Percy Jackson and other mythology things next year. So this is definitely a great freaking start. TBR, cookie jar for the win. Alright, y'all, so January is turning out to be a great month. I don't really have any books that I'm not really excited about. There's one, but you know, I keep forgetting to take it out of the TBR, and I'm not going through this whole entire cookie jar, so hopefully I don't pick it out anytime soon. And the next book I'm holding out, right, it is, oh, My Pathetic Vampire Life. This is a manga. Where you at, homeboy? I was actually thinking of getting rid of this because it doesn't have the greatest score on Goodreads. I'll put a picture up here. I think it has like a 3.2. So, yeah, this is Ichigawa Rose. Story and art, which is super cool because most of the time, you know, you kind of see graphic novels or sometimes manga, and they're done by two different people, but they did it. So, I guess this vampire is stuck as an immortal as a 16-year-old, so he's had to repeat high school like 133 times. And if you get that reference, where is it? You know, so so I guess he is just miserable. And this is gonna be following his 134th time repeating high school, but this time he actually develops a group of friends, so we get to follow him there. I've not heard of anybody talk about this, but I'm excited to either keeping it on my TBR and growing my collection or getting rid of it. Alright, y'all. We have 4 books, 2 graphic novels, 1 short story collection, if you want to call that, and 1 novel. And the next one I already saw without flipping it. It is a Queen of the Shadow Queen. I'm thinking Queen of Shadows by freaking Sarah J. Maas. What the heck am I doing? The Shadow Queen. I'm gonna keep butchering this name, y'all. Oh my god. Wow, look at this map. I'm a sucker for a good, you know, naked books, but the naked book is not too bad, but this map is gorgeous. I love when fantasy books have maps, so it gives me a little bit more to, you know, create the story in my whole entire mind. So this is Laura Lane, is the crown princess and fugitive at large. She has one mission: kill the wicked queen who took both the Raven-spired throne and the life of her father. And to do that, Laura Lane needs to use the one weapon she and the queen Irina have in common: magic. So that's all I'm going to read, and I'm super excited. As you can see, I freaking love retellings. I can just be fine reading retellings for the rest of my freaking life. So I'm excited, and hopefully I like it enough to keep it. Alright, so technically speaking, this is the last book that we're supposed to be picking out. But since I have a manga and a graphic novel, we gonna see. It depends on what I pick out. Okay, now I literally cannot. And this says, hopefully I'm... Ooh, the Sea Witch. Where you at? Alright, we got her. No accidents. I was able to just kind of pull her out from the bottom. And speaking of retellings, hello. This is The Sea Witch by Sarah Hennig. If y'all did not know, y'all are about to know, because I am obsessed with The Little Mermaid. She is my favorite princess. I'm obsessed with Disney in general, but like Little Mermaid has stuck with me through my whole entire life. If you see my actual page name, my YouTube URL, I think it's what it's called. I picked it out years ago when you could actually change it, and it is a Wildflower Mermaid. So, you know, I love me some mermaids, and this is pretty much an Ursula retelling about, I guess, her best friend Anna. She drowned and she was trying to bring her back, but dark magic like that should not be messed with. So, you know, I'm excited. And look at this cover. Like, can we just appreciate and love on this cover? It says, before she took the mermaid's voice, she gave up her own heart. Oh snap. I actually have not heard of a lot of people talking about it. I think I heard like maybe 1 or 2 people, and they gave it a 3 stars. So we'll see, because again, sucker for retelling, so we'll see. Alright, y'all, and for the sake of there is a manga and there is a graphic novel, which I can get done super quick, we are going to pick out one more, and I can't. Alright, this is the one that I picked out, and I don't know what this is. And that says, ooh, Lumberjanes Volume 2. Okay. This is Lumberjanes Volume 2. I have Volume 1 somewhere. I can't find it. So, I'm going to read Volumes 1 and 2. And this is a group of friends, and it follows them in their adventures of summer camp. So I believe this has some representation, and I freaking love this cover. Like, I don't know what is it about mint green, but it's so pretty. But yeah, I don't know nothing about this book except it follows a bunch of a group of friends in summer camp, and if you didn't know, group of friends getting into trouble, it's like one of my favorite tropes. So I'm gonna enjoy this. Alright, y'all, so here we have it. We have one manga, one YA dystopian, YA fantasy, short story, Greek mythology, and then we have 2 graphic novels, which is pretty freaking exciting. I really like the picks of this month because honestly, I didn't think I was gonna pick these up ever. Like, these were totally at the bottom of my list, so I'm excited to get to these. And yeah, TBR is doing great things for me. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching my channel and for supporting me, subscribing and liking and commenting, because I do like to respond back to comments. And yeah, so again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.